that goes right to if you would only say you can.
As far back as I could remember, I always wanted to be a detective. So let's take a look at these wise guys' charges. First up, Henry Hill.
Even though we didn't have a car. At 13, I was...
I think 2 luckies.
2 luckies. Damn, this little kid, I can't even see over the steering wheel, and I'm parking Cadillacs. Whenever we needed money, we'd rob the airport.
Piece of cake, it's all there. Don't worry about it.
You light a match.
Because it's clear that nobody was in the building, this act of arson is considered to be third degree.
Commercial, you.
As much as we can understand Henry's anger, when he attacked Bruce, this was technically violent criminal use of a firearm.
Don't shoot. Take him easy. No. Still alive. No. Hey, Henry, hurry up, will you? My mother's gonna make some fried peppers and sausage for us.
Oh, hey, Henry.
Janice can do whatever she wants to do. You got it? Got it? How does it feel, Karen?
Okay, I'll catch you next week. Thanks. That's it. Good weekend. Thanks.
You, Henry? I gotta go to Pittsburgh in the morning. Those guys out there, they owe me 15 grand. We'll be all right. I started using Sandy's place to mix the stuff.
Okay, good. This will make the Air France hole look like goddamn peanuts, man.
Come on.
The FBI says $2 million. Port Authority police say $4 million. The city cops say 5. Look.
You gonna pay? Just give us the money.
He bought the damn guns because he wanted them, and now he didn't want them. My plan was I had to get home and get the package ready for Lois to take on her trip.
Would you have a problem going with Anthony on vacation? He'll take care of it.
Henry agreeing to do a hit for Jimmy would normally be considered a conspiracy to commit murder. That said, because he immediately goes to the police, this charge will be dropped. Sorry to say, Mr. Hill, your sentence is to spend the rest of your life in prison like a schnook.
That's all it is. They're like the police department for wise guys.
Okay, next up on the docket is Paulie.
2 luckies. Here you go, Henry. Thanks a lot.
It's for your mother and sister. Make sure you give them to her.
Now, we were originally going to charge Paulie with first-degree aggravated kidnapping for what his guys did to the mailman. But we see that Paulie wasn't in on the planning for this idea. That said, he stood by with approval during the assault, which is why he's being hit with an extortion charge.
Go ahead first.
Hundreds of guys depended on Paulie, and he got a piece of everything they made. Whenever we needed money, we'd rob the airport. Nobody's gonna pay for it anyway. You move this stuff out the back and sell it at a discount. You bust the joint out. You light a match. $420,000 without using a gun.
Instead, you go with Jim.
Take these charges, Paulie. And now I gotta turn my back.
See, Jimmy was one of the most feared guys in the city.
It's time to talk about Jimmy Conway, or Jimmy the Gent as they call him.
But 11, and he was doing hits for mob bosses when he was 16.
It stated that Jimmy was doing hits for mob bosses when he was 16, but we don't get specifics. Because it's stated as plural, we can assume he's had at least 2 premeditated murders.
See, hits never bothered Jimmy. It was business. You know, he was one of the city's biggest hijackers. I mean, they just gave it up, no problem. And of course, everybody got a piece.
I'll take care of it. And the servicemen will change their money. I'll run it to Fred.
Give the guy 6 months to live. Couldn't pay his bill. Given
Come off at the wrong time, Henry.
Something quite unreasonable going on here.
Kids, get the money.
Here's a leg. Here's a wing.
Run to, you gotta run to, you understand?
But it was perfect. The biggest heist in American history.
You're gonna pay. Get it! I'll get the money!
Who loves you more than I do, huh?
It's very obvious that each of Jimmy's murders following the heist are premeditated to cover up the crime as well as increase his stake in the loot, making them first-degree murders.
You're late for your own funeral.
But it had nothing to do with me.
Go ahead, it's right in there.
No, Jimmy,
Right there.
I'm in a hurry.
Would you have a problem going Anthony on vacation? He'll take care of it.
Whoever gave you that orange jumpsuit had a wonderful sense of humor.
I couldn't stand him. I thought he was really obnoxious.
All right, it's time to talk about Karen Hill.
Hi, Chris. Are you all right?
Open the door! Answer me!
I'll show you how it goes.
My plan was,
Don't give us the babe in the woods routine, Karen.
Tommy, no, you got it all wrong.
Oh, Anthony. He's a big boy. He knows what he said. What'd you say?
Okay, last up on the docket is a real clown. A really funny guy. Let's talk about Tommy DeVito.
Thanks, Jimmy. I'll be back.
there was $30 billion a year in cargo moving through Idlewild Airport.
Come on, don't be like that.
What do you mean, don't be like that? You're a funny guy. Where's the strong box, you f***ing vomit? Hey, Henry, hurry up.
Hang up once more. What's the world coming to?
Great place.
The Lufthansa heist. Kept my mouth shut.
Hear about the points we were shaving up in Boston?
No, I didn't.
Oh, it's terrific, yeah. Nunzio up in the...
When they found Carbone in the meat truck.
You really are a funny guy. Now go home and get your shine box.